The Knights Roundtable is presented by Orlando Health, the official medical team of the UCF Knights. Choose Orlando Health for excellence in healthcare with award-winning hospitals, clinics, and nearly 3,000 community physicians throughout Central Florida.
Well, Coach, a great road win for your football team to go to Houston and to perform offense and defensively the way they did. A lot to like and take out of that game.
Yeah, absolutely. Leading up to the ball game, just watching them on crossover video, they played extremely hard, and that was one of the things that we talked about leading into the game, that we had to surpass their effort and energy during the course of the 60 minutes of play. I thought we did that really in all three phases of the game. I'm really proud of our team. Just from the time that they woke up, came down to chapel, our pregame routine of stretch routine, then breaking up into our units and getting prepared and pregame meal. They had the right look in their eye, great energy all morning, and that carried into the game.
People take a look at the numbers offensively in the year that Dillon's had, but they don't realize that we run the ball even a little bit more than we pass it. A team that was allowing 105 yards on the ground, you run for 353. Three running backs had big days, makes for a great running back room, but you had to like the way your line dominated to help those running backs.
Yeah, we talked about having balance. That's critical for us offensively. They were giving up 2.8 yards per carry, best in our league. Heading into the football game, played extremely physical all day long up front, offensive line, our tight ends when we were in our tight end personnel, and then our backs just had their best day. It was a challenge to them during the course of the week. They surpassed that challenge during the course of play. They did a great job of pressing the line of scrimmage. There were times where you saw them bounce out. They were in one-on-one matchups with the safeties. More times than not, they made those guys miss and turned them into really big plays. And a credit to our skill guys out on the perimeter for playing really hard without the ball in their hands, too. I thought they did a phenomenal job and extended some of those plays.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
A little bit more about the football game, because they get the scoop and score a touchdown, but your offense settles down. But what did you notice early about your defense and how their day might be? Because it looked like your defense came ready to go and put them in some tough situations.
Yeah, they did. The turnover, we can't afford to have that, get beat off the edge. We got to find a way to take care of it, and a third and long situation right there. But I thought they responded defensively in the way that you have to when you're playing team football. And you play the next play independent of itself. Great energy, great focus on the sidelines, lifted up the offense as they came off the sideline. I think that was a big part of it as well. Just the way they continued to play, all of us together during the course of the game. And then they just went out there and continued to do their job at a really high level and competed extremely hard. And really proud. I thought our front four did a really good job against the run. Got after the quarterback at times. We can still do a better job of containing him with some of the escapes, moving out of the pocket that he made. And then our skill guys, the two young corners, played a phenomenal football game, and really proud of just the overall effort. You look at the game, I think they gave up 14 points defensively during the course of the game. Really a dominant effort, especially in the third quarter when offensively we were struggling a little bit, a couple 3-and-outs, just weren't executing at the level we're capable of. They kept their footing in the ground and held the score at bay.
It's college football, so no lead is safe. They make it a two-possession game when it's a 16-point advantage. Your offense had struggled a little bit, and then all of a sudden kind of got back on track. The deep ball at the same time, running the football, a unique 3rd and 18. We run for 20, but you had to like the way you closed the football game out.
Absolutely. Ups and downs during the course of the game. Continue to just fight and compete and play the next series, the next play independent of itself. I think there's an appreciation during the third quarter struggles of when it's going really well and it looks easy. There's a really high level of execution that's going on by all 11 guys. Just a little bit off there for a couple of series. Thought we came back, finished the game that you want to, the way that you want to. A big play to Ryan O'Keefe down the middle in isolation on a safety. Great ball from Dillon, good protection. And then we're able to close out the football game. Really, the last two football games are 4-minute, which is ending the game with offense on the field. Did a great job of milking the clock and getting a touchdown out of that drive.
You talk about, again, the guys on offense. Great day for the running backs. You mentioned Ryan O'Keefe. He had a ton of friends and family there going back to Texas, and to have a game like that, it's hard to script it. But again, those guys, between Marlon and Jalen Robinson and Jacob Harris and Ryan O'Keefe, all made big catches, also made big blocks to help their teammates.
Yeah, we showed that in the team meeting when we got back. Guys playing without the ball in their hands. The 3rd and 18 run that Greg makes. Jacob Harris just dominating his man on the sideline, competing to the echo of the whistle. Matt Lee's coming down and pushing the pile at the end of it. Great strain by Greg too. Those guys played without the ball in their hands all day long, and really did a good job on our perimeter screen game and then our run game as well.
Defensively, again, the rotation up front, guys make big plays. Your secondary, a lot of dime coverage, and you talk about your young corners, and to play some lockdown as they did certainly has to help. Those guys have gone through some of the freshman ups and downs, but you can begin to see that. But also the other players that help, or at times going 6 defensive backs.
Absolutely. Opportunity to get into our dime package at times. You saw great skill from the University of Houston, and we talked about that going into the game. Their speed, their athleticism, the way that they have been throwing the football around. Thought we got great pressure on the quarterback all day, great rotation. All those guys played at a really high level. Traymon probably played his best game off of the edge, and some young guys inside got an opportunity to play, Keenan Hester and curve and shoot, and really like a lot of the things that they did. And then on the outside, you're playing on an island a lot, and you're playing against really good players. They just continued to fight and play. And Corey Thornton had an exceptional day, close to having a pick on the sideline, and Devontae played really well as well.
Get a win and now a bye week for your football team before 3 games to close it out. Things that you want to work on the bye week before we get to the back end of the schedule.
Yeah, there's still some things penalty-wise that we can clean up. The post-whistle penalties got to get cleaned up. That's how we end up in the 3rd and long situation there in the 4-minute offense. Red zone offense, we can be better. Got to do a better job of containing the quarterback at times as they drop back and pass. He's been able to escape. There's a lot of things we can clean up. Those are some major areas of emphasis. Got an opportunity to get some guys healthy here this week, get a bunch of great work in, and then get ready for another 3-game stretch starting with Temple.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
The Knights Roundtable is presented by Orlando Health, the official medical team of the UCF Knights. Choose Orlando Health for excellence in healthcare with award-winning hospitals, clinics, and nearly 3,000 community physicians throughout Central Florida.
Well, a bye week before the Knights, before they close out the regular season with 3 games, all in the Sunshine State, 2 at home. Temple and Cincinnati before the Black Friday game against South Florida. Be on the lookout for the game time and ticket information at UCFKnights.com for that game against Temple. For Coach Heupel, I'm Marc Daniels. Thanks for joining us. Go Knights! Charge on.